Today we are cooking Kerala prawn and green mango curry. Kerala is a state in South India. You may want to pause here to look at the ingredients and the preparation methods. So today we'll be making South Indian Kerala style prawn and mango curry, or in local language, Cumin manga curry. Let's have a look at the ingredients to make the curry. Now for the curry itself, we'll need some spices and vegetables. For the spices, we need a pinch of fenugreek or uluva in local language, a teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a sprig of curry leaves, a bunch of coriander leaves, 3 young mangoes. If you don't want to use mango, or if you cannot find mango, you can just substitute with some tamarind. This is to make the curry taste sour. A medium-sized onion, which we need to chop in a bit, 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of ginger, about 1 cm, 1 green chili. Now this is basically for cooking the curry. Now we'll need coconut milk as well. Here I'm using a packet milk. You can basically get fresh coconut milk from the market. We'll have maybe about 8 to 10 pieces of medium-sized shrimp or prawns. Today we'll be using coconut oil because this is a Kerala dish. Some salt and pepper. Now for the tempering or the Tadka, which we'll add in the end, we'll have 2 pieces of red chili, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, a pinch of fennel, a pinch of cumin, and a little bit bunch of curry leaves, which we'll fry in coconut oil and then add to the curry after we have cooked the curry. So let's just cut up the ingredients and we can start preparing the curry. So right now we've cut up everything. So I've sliced the onions thinly, diced the garlic and minced the ginger. We cut up the chilies and the coriander. This is more for garnishing. We've cut up the young mangoes into almost the same size bits as the shrimp. Broken up the dried chilies. This is basically for tempering the Tadka. Alright, and we do also need Asafoetida or hing. That's during the frying of the spices. So let's start cooking them. So we are ready to start cooking. We've taken a small pot, enough for this 1 serving of curry. We'll just heat up the pot and we'll give it a few seconds. Now once it's heated up, we're going to put in like 1 tablespoon of, today I'm using coconut oil, but we can use any vegetable oil. I'm using this because this is traditional in Kerala to use coconut. So once the oil is heated up, I'm going to put in the fenugreek, just very quickly, it doesn't burn. Alright, so let it just fry a little while, and then I'll add in a pinch of Asafoetida or Kaayam. Okay, so once that's fried, I'm going to quickly add in the onions. And ginger and garlic. And we'll just fry this until the onions becomes soft. So now that the onions are almost soft, semi-translucent, we'll add in our sprig of curry leaves here, and then we'll add in the green chilies and some of the coriander stalks that I've cut up. So we'll just give this a stir very quickly. We don't want to cook this too long. Now we'll add in the basically the spice mixture. We've got turmeric powder, there's 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of coriander and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. You can adjust the chili to your taste. If you want it to be more spicy, then add more chili. Now, this may seem a bit dry, but it's alright. We're going to toast the spices, just like this. And when we heat this thing up for a little while, it will not burn. We just have to watch out for this. So the spices seems good right now. Now, we will need to add, for the amount for 1 serving, we're going to add about 2 cups of 2.5 cups of thin coconut milk. What I have is thick coconut milk, so I'm going to add like 1 portion to 3 portions, or 2 portions of water, so that makes 3. So 1 portion of this thick coconut milk to extra 2 portions of water. So we'll just warm this thing through and bring it to a boil. So we'll see that the curry is come to a boil. Alright. Right now we're going to add in our young mangoes. And we'll cook the mangoes until they become a little soft. And at the same time now we can start seasoning the curry. I'm going to use some salt. Of course, seasoning is to taste, and make sure you taste it for the salt. And we'll add in a bit of pepper as well, not too much, just a little bit, just to flavor it in the background. So now the curry is coming to a boil. Now remember that our shrimp cooks fairly quickly, and we do want the mango to be a bit soft, so that the sourness of the mango basically mixes with the gravy. So we'll just cook this for a few minutes before we add the shrimp. So our curry has been boiling for a few minutes, and the mango is beginning to get soft. We don't want the mango to be broken down, so at this point of time, this is our shrimp. I'm going to add all the shrimp to the curry. We'll let it come back to a boil. Now shrimp cooks fairly quickly, and we won't be eating this straight away, so we'll cook it for a few minutes and then let it continue cooking in this residual heat. So we'll just turn down the flame a little bit, and we'll just cover the pot to let it cook for a few minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes. So the curry has been cooking for 3 minutes. Let's have a look. It's boiling. Just give it a stir. The prawn seems to be cooked right now. So what I want to do is just to turn off the flame. There'll be a lot of residual heat in this, so let it just cook. I'm going to put like half of the cilantro or the coriander leaves, and then stir it in. We'll leave a bit just for decoration on top, and this gives the curry a very good fresh flavor. You can peel the prawns if you want. I usually leave the shell because it gives the curry more flavor. I'm just going to put this away, and we're going to start with our tempering or tadka. This is a special tadka pan. You can use a small pot, which is fine. We're going to heat up the oil and then fry the spices, and then add the spices to the curry. Okay, we'll just let the pan, the tadka pan get hot. So I've been heating the tadka pan for few seconds now. I'm going to add in some coconut oil, maybe about a tablespoon and a half. This oil will give the curry real extra flavor. Now the oil will be hot because the pan is hot, the pot is hot. So we're going to add in the mustard seed first with the spices, because we need to fry this. So just here we go, it goes in. Alright, it will start spluttering in a while, and we need to really fry the mustard seed so it doesn't have a raw flavor. So once it starts spluttering, like now, that means it's almost ready. So now we're going to add in the red chilies and the curry leaves. Okay, we'll turn off the heat now. That's enough. Right, so we'll bring the curry back. Alright, so that's the curry. And as you can see, our tempering is ready. The leaves are nicely fried. So we're going to add the tempering back. To the curry, and we'll mix it well. And now we'll just sprinkle the balanced coriander over. And we'll cover up the curry and leave it to rest for about half an hour before we serve it. So there we have it. This is the prawn and mango curry from Kerala, or Cumin manga curry. You can see the pieces of prawns and the beautiful gravy and the slices of mango, which gives the curry a very beautiful, distinct sourish flavor. And we usually eat this with boiled rice. And this is one of the local favorite curries in South India of Kerala.